Okay, on this one, as the title states, well, let me explain how this came about. I was doing an application for a job, and on the questionnaire, when you applied on their website, the company's website, and on their application, one of the questions was, right, it stated, listed below is our company values. Pick two of them, or pick at least two of them, and describe how you have used them how you've used them in your life, or how you've used them. How you've used them. Sorry for stuttering. I'm just trying to get the words right. So, one of them was about love. Another one was about family. And another one was about accountability. So I chose love as the first one. And this is what I stated. Let me put my reading glasses on so I can see better. Love. I love my family more than my job or employer. Next one was the next one I picked was family. So I actually altered the wording and put my family, and said will always come first. Jobs are always replaceable. Family is not. And then the last one, be accountable. And this is what I said. I expect my employer or boss, to be just as accountable as they expect their employees to be. Period. There's no compromise with that. That is how you become better. You give accountability for yourself. Good leaders lead by example. Good leaders are always equal to their employees. No one is better than anyone. So let's talk a little bit about what we can think of to talk about with these three ideas. If you love your employer more than you love love your employer or your job more than you're willing to love your family, you got a problem. That means you're greedy. You're willing to impress your boss, more than you are willing to try to impress your family. That's sad. Get you nowhere in life. You'll be alone before you know it, because that job's not going to be secure either. And as soon as I can find somebody to take your spot for cheaper money, less demands, yeah. You sacrifice your family for your job, and then you end up losing them both. Yeah, I guess that's pretty common sense, ain't it? Your family should always come first. Always. Aside from God. God should be first, then your family, then I guess your job. I'm trying to think of something else to make third and make the job the fourth. Can't place anything right this second. But you get what I'm saying, that your family should come before the job. I've told a few employers, and I said, well, this is how we do things. You can either, are you interested in the job or not? That's how we do things. And I looked at him. I said, I'll divorce you before I divorce my family. Okay, well, nice talking to you. We'll let you know. You just did. You just did. Being accountable. Let's go into that a little bit. Try to go into a little bit about all that in each sentence. Trying to expand or expound on each sentence. I expect my employer and or boss to be just as accountable as they expect their employees to be. Period. In other words, what I'm telling you is, don't expect me to do something you're not willing to do. Don't expect me to be honest with you and you hide shit from me. Don't expect me to give an account for my actions if you don't think you have to, because you're a boss. I don't give a damn. You were once an employee yourself. All is fair, but this ain't love and war. That is how you become a good leader. See, a good boss should be a good leader. Strong leadership is always a part of being a boss, of being an employer. You're leading a group of people that have chose and accepted coming to work for you and making you money to keep the doors open. It's that simple. By you not showing good leadership skills, I'm sorry, that's a big red flag. Good leaders lead by example. If you ain't gonna lead by example, why should I even listen to any of the garbage spewing out of your mouth about what I should be doing? You can't even do it. You won't do it. Why would anybody else want to? You're gonna have a revolving door for your business. Think of it this way: you won't be able to get us. Which we're not judges. Don't get me wrong. But put it this way: this is all practice for when you stand before God during Judgment Day. You can't walk away from that. You can try lying to God. It ain't gonna work. God's already gonna know. Good luck. Lead by example. Not by what makes the company look good. That is what makes the company look good. Leading by example. Even telling the truth, even though it might make the company look a little negative. Be honest. Always be honest with employees. They may not like it, and they may start looking for something else somewhere else. And that's fine. Maybe you deserve that. But always be honest. You expect us to be honest, you be honest. Good leaders are always equal to their employees. No one is better than anyone. Like I said, I have to be accountable, you're just as equal as I am about it. You're no better than I am about accountability. And no, as the old saying goes, the boss ain't always right. And when he's wrong, I'm not going to refer back to rule number 1 about him supposedly being right. Mm-mm. You're human. To human is to foul up. Neither one of us are any better than the other. We're all equal. Just like when it comes to the eyes of Christ. We're all equal. No sin is greater than any other than the blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. That's it. So, with all that being said, I'm going to cut this off. We're 11 minutes in. I'm pretty much done said all I can really say that I can think of right now. So, anyway, I've got a total of 5 videos. I've got in my head to do. What I done was, I was gonna come on here with another video before this one, and I was thinking about it for days, and been meant to do it in the middle of the week because we were off. Some of us were off because of a lot of the rain that came in, and every time I get ready to do it, I'd start nodding off and wanting to go lay down, so I wouldn't do it. And eventually I forgot, after I printed this out, I forgot what I was going to do. And no one remembers in the household what I was going to do either. So, I told myself and everybody, and my wife and everybody, says, whenever I come up with an idea, I'm going to write it down on my pad. YouTube ideas. What's one title it? YouTube ideas. I had 5 ideas come up in my head just this afternoon. Just this afternoon, I've already had 5 ideas. I actually had a 6th one, and I didn't get to write it down quick enough, and I forgot about it. Forgot what it was. So I'm going to just start writing these videos down. I'll just start writing out what I'm going to consider the titles to be to help give me a memory of what I was going to do, what I was going to say. And as I do them, I'm going to mark them off. That way I don't forget. Anyway, 13 minutes in, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. What's left of it. Anyway, we'll talk to you later.